On this episode of CCU TV, hear an exclusive interview with Doc Leland from the Communication Department.
Catch up with our seniors as they approach graduation.
And find out how our maintenance team has a great time with the grossest parts of their job.
Welcome to our last broadcast of the semester. I'm Jackie Reister.
And I'm Jared Cummings, and this is CCU TV.
Senioritis is real, people. Us seniors have been working hard for the last few years, and our moment has finally come. We made it. Almost. On May 13th, the seniors will be walking across the stage, receiving that single piece of paper telling us we are already in debt. Some of us are having a hard time getting it through these last few weeks of school. Senioritis is supposedly an affliction of students in their final year of college, characterized by a decline in motivation or performance. Caution for those preparing to become seniors, senioritis is a dangerous and contagious thing. Keep us seniors in your prayers as we survive the springtime disease of senioritis and draw near to graduation.
In addition to graduation, most departments at CCU host their own end-of-the-year celebrations. On April 27th, the Communications Department commemorated the departure of Dr. Leland with its theme, La La Leland.
Doc is an admired colleague, professor, and debate coach. Unfortunately, us Cougars will be saying goodbye to this professor. 5 years ago, former President Armstrong came to Doc and asked him to head up a speech and debate team. His involvement in that program has put CCU on the map in competitive speech and debate. He's a respected professor and a good leader. CCU will not be the same without him.
With finals approaching fast, we thought it wise to share a few helpful tips to make it through the most stressful week of the year.
So the best piece of advice that I can give to you is don't let the stress of finals get to you. I know. You've built this community for the past year, and now it's just going away for 3 months. And now you have this huge test hanging over your head that for some of you, it could be make or break for your entire grade for the class in the semester. Just don't let it get to you. God's given you the strength to make it this far. He's going to see you out into the end. Just, you got this. Now, here are some other students that have more tips that more or less coincide with the one that I gave you.
My advice would be to resist the urge to cram. Don't stuff your brain the night before the exam, but pace yourself out so you can get a good night's rest. Using note cards always helps me as well, but if that doesn't work out for you as much, talking to yourself out loud can help you remember details.
A tip that helps me study is listening to music that helps you focus.
My advice for finals week is to be able to find a quiet place to study and get away from the distractions of the world. Turn your phone off and let your mind be able to focus on what is important at this time.
The end is nigh. Blessings of efficiency and effectiveness with your final projects and papers. If you don't know when your exams are, you can access the official schedule at ccu.edu/exam schedule. With these tips in mind, we are sure you will all do great. Good luck, Cougs.
The CCU Library adjusted its hours last week to accommodate end-of-the-year cramming. Instead of closing at the usual 5 p.m., the librarians kept the lights on till midnight during the week and 10 p.m. on weekends. And on April 25th, it stayed open till 2 a.m. with free snacks and coffee.
Well, students aren't the only ones burning the midnight oil. Most professors at CCU are actively engaged in professional research. Dr. Greenwood, Watson, Miller, and Ellis have each had books published and sold nationally. Dr. Plato is soon to join them. Here's Brian to tell us more.
I'm interested in this project because, well, frankly, nobody else is doing this. Posthumanism and transhumanism are very recent movements, really like all of this has really been developing in the last decade. And I've seen very few Christians who have begun to engage these kinds of questions. What does artificial intelligence mean? What are robotics going to mean? What do these new definitions of humanity that posthumanism articulates, what are they going to mean for us? And what is a Christian response? I am familiar, I kind of have a background in that philosophical realm, so I've been sort of keeping up with that. And so I figure that's something I know about and I can speak to. I can speak the language that's being used, and I want to be able to engage with that. Dr. Megan DeVore, I'm working with, has a real knowledge of the historical understanding of what it means to be a human in the Christian church, what we call theological anthropology. And so what we're doing in our collaboration is looking especially to the church fathers and earlier theologians for a deep Christian understanding of what it means to be a human, and seeing if we can develop a means of engaging with what's happening in postmodernism. Perhaps to reach resolutions with the postmodern movement, perhaps to show Christians more clearly what aspects we should be cautious of, what we should be wary of, what we could even embrace if necessary.
Best of luck to Professor Plato and all others working on new books.
Doc Leland is a well-known name around CCU and is loved by many students. Doc is an admired colleague, professor, and debate coach. Unfortunately, us Cougars will be saying goodbye to this professor. 5 years ago, former President Armstrong came to Doc and asked him to head up a speech and debate team. His involvement in that program has put CCU on the map in competitive speech and debate. He's a respected professor and a good leader. CCU will not be the same without him. Dr. Leland will sure be missed. We are all sad to see him go, but we wish him the best of luck on his future adventures.
And I just have to say, Doc, we will never forget your famous line, "Don't suck."
And on that note, on Friday, April 28th, our beloved former president, Bill Armstrong, was honored at the Colorado State Capitol during a joint session of the State House and Senate. Colorado representatives and senators gathered to share stories and express gratitude for Armstrong's service to the state of Colorado. Representatives Sain and Ransom co-sponsored House Joint Memorial 1001 with Senators Lundberg and Holbert. The memorial passed unanimously. This memorial comes in a mournful time as the school approaches the first anniversary of Armstrong's passing this summer. He is dearly missed. CCU TV exists because of his endowment, and his legacy will live on.
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Students for Life is the largest youth pro-life organization in the U.S. and has thousands of student groups at high school and college levels around the nation. CCU is now one of those schools. In fall 2016, CCU launched its own Students for Life group to help raise awareness and funds for the pro-life movement.
The vision for Students for Life on CCU's campus is educating the students on the happenings in the political realm and in general with like crisis pregnancy centers in the area. So it's to just bring awareness of all the abortions that happen over the years and trying to bring an end to all of that. Well, some of the hopes and goals that we have for next year coming in is starting strong in the fall semester and getting a lot of interest from the new incoming students. So the biggest thing for CCU to help support Students for Life is just coming to the events we do have on campus, whether it's the movies or the speakers that we bring in, because I think that's a big part in educating the students who are on campus. Get involved wherever they can, whenever possible.
To learn more about the Students for Life group on campus, visit their Facebook page to get all the latest updates on events and information.
Want to know how you can help out somebody in need without spending a single penny? The answer? Donate some blood. Last week, CCU had yet another blood drive. Blood donations are a great way to help others indirectly, and the generosity of CCU students really shined through this week. During the event, the Bonfils Blood Center performed the drawings, and over 50 students from CCU came out to donate. I'd say a definite success. CCU hosts blood drives on a regular basis. Be sure to check your daily e-news via your student email to find out when the next one will be.
A blood drive is not the only way to change the world. Our very own maintenance team changes the CCU world every day, and especially at the end of the year with their multiple Yeti hunts.
Well, we're here in an anonymous room here at CCU, ready to pull out the coveted Yeti. Ted, why don't you explain what a Yeti is?
A Yeti is a large clump of a woman's hair, or like a feminine man. Yeah, I mean, no offense. But anyway, they get clogged in the shower drains, and we get the pleasure of removing them. It's gonna be a big boy.
Oh yeah, the wild Yeti is a very good example of a Yeti. Remember, folks, please try this at home.
This is really the reason I joined. I mean, most kids only dream of this kind of work, and to get paid to do it is just my life's honor.
But you can do this at home. All it takes is a little getting dirty, like Ted did today, and you'll have a clean drain. Ted, how would you describe that experience for you in terms of Yetis you've pulled over the years?
3 words. Fuzzy, sloppy, chunky.
And I think that's a proper description of what we do every day. You know, we never know what to expect when we come into work.
No,
We really don't.
but we do come prepared to get fuzzy.
We do come prepared. We come with our Leatherman multi-tool here, come with a screwdriver and keys to all of your rooms. And always know that if things do go wrong, as much as we would love for you to solve your own problems and solve like your own
Chunk.
your anything that might be wrong with your room, know that right over yonder, CCU Maintenance is here. All in a day's work.
Oh my gosh, is it clogging?
Thanks, Ted. We are blessed to have such courageous servants ready to remedy CCU's icky problems.
Speaking of remedies, the softball team has almost won 30 games this year. Haley Novacek is in studio to give us an update on all things sports.
Hey there, Cougars! As we are nearing the end of the school year, our sports teams are wrapping up their seasons as well. Let's take a look at the upcoming events. The baseball team has 2 more series this year. They will be playing Metro State at 6 p.m. on April 28th, 1 and 4 p.m. on April 29th, and at noon on April 30th at Metro. They play again the following weekend at their home field against New Mexico Highlands University. The softball team will be honoring their lone senior, me, for senior weekend as they played their last home games against Colorado School of Mines on April 29th at noon and 2, and on April 30th at 11 and 1. Make sure you come on out and show your Cougar spirit for their last conference games. Women's tennis will be competing in Mobile, Alabama in the NCCAA National Tournament on May 9th through May 12th. Wish them luck as they finish out their year. The track team will be in Hays, Kansas at the Fort Hays State University Open on April 28th. The very next day, they'll be back in Colorado over at Colorado School of Mines for their pre-conference meet and will be headed to Gunnison, Colorado for their RMAC championships on May 7th through the 9th. They seem pretty busy for their last few weeks. Wish them luck as they finish strong. The golf team will be out in Stockton, California on May 7th through the 10th for the NCAA Super Regionals and will be in Kissimmee, Florida on May 21st through the 26th for their NCAA National Championships. Seems like a lot of traveling for our sports teams. Good luck to all of our athletes as they finish this year's games. Finish strong. I'm Haley Novacek, and this has been your Cougar Sports Update.
Even though sports and school are ending, you'll have plenty to do this summer. Let's head over to Up to Date with Nate for more.
New movies are coming out this summer, and that means that you must stay up to date with the latest movies, especially with the ones that are reruns of many of our favorite movies growing up. This May, look out for the new Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, the new Pirates of the Caribbean, and Diary of a Wimpy Kid, movies that we should all be familiar with. In June, look out for the new Transformers Last Night, the new Wonder Woman, and Captain Underpants, which I'm looking forward to because I read literally every book growing up. Looking to laugh? Well, they are making a part 3 of Despicable Me and also a Cars 3. This July, look out for the new Spider-Man, War for the Planet of the Apes, and the Emoji Movie. I mean, we see the emojis on our phone all the times. Now they are coming to life in a movie. But don't worry, they will still be on your phone after the movie and even during the movie. Be sure to keep up with all the new movies this summer. And that's it for your entertainment up to date with Nate for this semester. See you in August. Until then, I'm Nathan Valdez, and y'all have a great summer.
Summer is only a couple weeks away. Hannah talked with a couple of CCU sophomores to see what their summer plans look like.
Whether it's working at a summer camp, working on campus, or in the Denver area, CCU students have found plenty of ways to keep themselves busy over the summer. Many college students find that one of the best summer jobs is working at a summer camp. A popular summer camp is Kanakuk, a Christian sports camp located in Branson, Missouri. It has different themed camps, which range from a family camp to an intensive month-long camp for high school students to a camp for inner-city students. Kanakuk employs college kids from over 250 different schools.
I'm most excited to definitely see all of the friends that I made last year, all of the counselors and kitchies and office people that worked there. It's just a really great community that is super encouraging in your walk with the Lord, and also just to build relationships with campers.
During the summer, CCU offers free housing to students working at a job through EMS for 40 hours a week or more. Students are housed on West Campus and are either assigned random roommates or friends they have requested. Students from states outside of the Denver area appreciate this opportunity to spend their summer in beautiful Colorado.
I will be living on West Campus and working full-time at Lakewood Rec Centers at the Link coaching gymnastics and doing summer camps for them and classes throughout the summer. I am excited to spend a summer in Colorado because I'm not from here, so I'm excited to experience that and enjoy beautiful Colorado. I am excited to go hiking a lot and camping and spend time outside.
Students who aren't working at summer camps or staying on campus have exciting plans, such as going on mission trips, traveling, or internships.
It sounds like many students have fun plans for the summer. We can't wait to hear your stories when you come back in the fall.
And that's all we have for you for our final senior broadcast.
Woo! Graduation!